Alright guys, Jason back here again, talking about mud pans, pre-slopes, curbs. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm just kind of disgusted that guys would get on there, do a whole video on how to do a mud pan and not even know what they're talking about, because people go on there to learn, homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, go in there for information, and then there's all these guys on there that don't even know how to do a mud pan. They don't know how it works, they don't understand the concept of it. So I'm going to talk about a pre-slope and the importance of a curb right now. And I got another pan going in the other room. I'm going to do a video on how to do the liner, how to form up a curb. If you're going to do a curb, it needs to be concrete. This is a solid concrete curb with a liner inside that rolls up and over. It goes right back over there, sticking out right there. So what you accomplish by doing that is you don't have any punctures in your liner. First of all, you don't stack up 3 2x4s, run a liner over it. If you watch a lot of these videos, when they do this bottom row of Durarock or Wonderboard, they'll tell you, don't screw down here too low and puncture your liner. You want to be 3 inches above the height of your curb with your lowest screw at least. So here I'm about 8 inches off the floor. My curb's that height. My lowest screw's right here, the top of the liner, behind the Durarock. They'll tell you not to screw down here too low, but then yet they'll turn right around, run a liner over 3 rows of 2x4s, and then blast screws right through the front right here, all the way across. Screw, screw, screw. They'll Wonderboard the top, screw, screw, screw. This is one of the most critical parts of a mud pan, is the shower curb. If it's going to leak, a lot of times it leaks at the curb. Main reason is because guys don't know how to form and pour a true mud pan curb, so they just take the lazy way, stack 3 2x4s, run it over. They end up hacking their liner right here, folding it over, and it's not even extended out past the curb right here. You're still going to get water right here. This is a really critical part in a curb. So, I mean, if you're going to do it right, and teach people to do it right. I've been doing this for a long time, have tried many different variations of this, and this is the best way. It's the old school way. It's tried and true, and it never fails. You got a solid concrete curb with a liner that has no punctures in it. As far as the pre-slope goes underneath, I've worked in places like Seattle and places like that, and the inspector will come in and you have to flood test your mud pan, and when your liner's on top of the pre-slope, he actually stands there and watches and makes sure it drains right, because that pre-slope is critical on a mud pan. Because when you come in here and you tile this mud pan, this one's ready for tile, other than I still have to go through and mesh tape all the corners and put tape in all the corners and seal up all the cracks. And I'll do that with inset mortar and mesh tape this right here. So this mesh tape will be applied all the way around, and it'll all be sealed in. But if you're not doing a pre-slope, you're not doing a mud pan. You're just pouring concrete. And again, this one is, I did this one yesterday. I formed up the curb, I poured it. It's solid concrete. If you're going to instruct people not to put screws down low here, then it's really not a good idea to do it right here. Why would you pound screws to your waterproofing membrane? And a lot of guys, there's a guy on there, mainly Star Tile. He'll say, oh well, I'm going to put Red Guard all over this and the water will never see it. And again, my point is, if water's never going to see it and your Red Guard is your savior, why would you even waste time to put a liner in? You have a pre-slope, you have a liner, and then you have this final slope of mud that's going to be tiled. So, I mean, if you're going to do it right. That's what I always say. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I learned the old school way, the tried and true way that never fails. So I will bring another video shortly in the other room, show you how to install the pan liner the right way, how to not hack up your curb and stack 2x4s up and do it the wrong way. So I'll come back shortly then. This was just a real short video just to talk about the curb a little bit and the importance of it. And I'll be back pretty soon. Thanks.